Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Music and Beyond. I'm Ernie Crazy Eyes from Primitive Minds. Tonight, I have a special guest, Kyle from Blacklite District. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. Good to be here. It's been a while. I have never played San Antonio, so I'm excited tonight.
I'm excited too because it's been like a year, maybe two. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was with Adelito's Way too.
Probably. Yeah, man. You know how it is, bro. Like, especially like on the road and stuff. You just, who knows? You know, it could have been a year ago, 2 years ago. You just never know. I get lost with all the different dates, and I'm sure you do too, with all the different shows and this and that. You know what I mean? So, hell yeah, good shit though.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I want to start off with your name because, like, when I heard the name Blacklite District, I kind of, for some reason, thought of that red light district.
Mm-hmm.
So, what gave you the inspiration to name the band name? Can you tell me a little bit about the band name?
It's funny you say that because, this was obviously a while ago, but teenagers just starting the band, we had gone through quite a few different names, and I actually thought of the Red Light District, as you just said, because at the time, it was kind of oh, that's some cool place. I didn't even really know what it was all about. Again, I was a teenager, so I said, well, what about something like Red Light District or something like that? And a buddy of mine was there, and he was like, well, what about Blacklite District, like Black Sabbath? And I was like, I guess, why not? It wasn't taken, so that was pretty much it. But, it's kind of grown into its own thing, again, I always feel like if the songs are there and you can build a following, even if the name doesn't sound right at first, you can make it that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about the Foo Fighters or something, you know what I'm saying? Right up there. But again, if someone had never heard of that name and I just said, how about Foo Fighters? People would be like, that's kind of goofy, you know what I'm saying? So again, it's to me, I just feel like the music ends up making the name. But yeah, there's not a real crazy story other than that.
Oh, okay. But it's still cool because, even with the merchandise, when I hear Blacklite District, I kind of think something pretty epic, or
for sure.
Even just a name like in black and white, just
right.
Blacklite District, that'd be pretty cool too.
That's the cool thing though, is that it kind of has turned into that. I mean, the fans, I'll get I get a lot of fan art of kids, because again, 90% of my audience is teenagers and younger nowadays, with YouTube and stuff that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get a lot of fan art of people that'll sometimes just amazing pictures of different ideas or concepts of how the name looks or just the overall look. It's just cool to see shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So. And that's awesome.
Sure. Well, look, at the end of the day, it always goes back to the fact that I have fans that are doing that is an amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because again, bro, I grew up just like anyone else that had a dream that was I want to do this, even at the level I'm at right now. Anytime I can be in another city that I'm not from, performing my music in front of an audience, you know what I'm saying? To me, I've made it, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I always thrive and strive to get bigger and do better things. But I'm just so grateful to be where I'm at right now that I'm just out here enjoying the moment. You know?
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Same here,
dude, for sure, bro.
I didn't expect to ever, be sitting down in a green room.
Dude, it's a perfect example of two people. Like I said, this is probably something you're passionate about and wanted to do. I'm doing my thing, and here we are sitting talking to each other. And who knows, maybe 10 years from now we'll still be doing this. And you never know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we'll probably be in a bigger...
Well, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's why we got this documented right now. So let's make sure we keep this one up, and then we'll do a huge one day.
Yeah, I'm down.
I always set goals like that. It's funny. So real quick, we started the tour in Phoenix the other night.
Yeah.
And there was a guy, the security guard there actually, he looked so familiar, and I was like, damn, who is this guy? And he comes up to me finally later. He's like, you remember me? Anyways, we ended up talking. He actually used to do security at the local bar in Spearfish, South Dakota, where I'm from, 6-7 years ago. And he's like, bro, if you're ever on tour, one day I'm going to work security for you. And dude, just to show up the other night and see him there working security.
Shit.
It was just one of those things.
Yeah.
So I like to make those, so this is a good one for the future. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome. Yeah. Hell yeah. I can't wait. And what inspired you, to pick up the microphone?
Well, when I was 9 years old, my mom died of a heroin overdose.
Oh, man.
And so, as a young kid, you kind of, I guess music just kind of became my way to, escape reality, you know what I'm saying? So My uncle had played me No More Tears by Ozzy. And I eventually, just because hearing Ozzy's voice, like the first time as a kid, I was like, God, who is this guy? Like, he sounds like a freak. Like, I loved
like
it.
A demon, right?
Yeah, like literally.
Like if a demon would be able to sing, it would be Ozzy.
Yeah, exactly. I kept picturing like this fire red hair and this freaky guy, but close enough, you know what I'm saying? But no, like that just inspired me, and like ever since then, like I just started writing music, and you know, all these years later, it's still like my main thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sober now. I don't drink anymore. I was kind of forced out of that, you know, health reasons and whatnot. But yeah, music still to this day is like my main escape. Like I'm grateful to have it for sure.
Hey, hell yeah, dude!
For real, man.
It's amazing.
Yeah, dude,
it's a blessing.
Real,
yeah.
Dude, and then again, like going back to what I was saying earlier about having like these diehard young fans. Because there's a difference nowadays. You know, there's like the rock scene, which we're at tonight.
Yeah.
Adelita's Way, like the radio stuff, like Octane and this and that. And I've been in there a little bit. You know, I'm grateful I get to go on these tours. I get a little bit of airplay on Octane and things like that. But just again, man, nowadays, like with the streaming and YouTube, like there's just a whole other world out there that I feel like I'm actually much bigger in compared to like where we're at right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So when I see these kids again that blow my DMs up or whatever the case may be and just say, look, like your music saved me or helps me through depression or whatever it is. Like to me, that's above like any money or notoriety or anything that goes with it, is knowing that like if kids can connect with my music the way I connected like with an Ozzy or whoever, like again, that's the shit I do this for. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, dude, yeah. That's amazing.
Definitely, man. Yeah, it's good though. You know, again, like just being here tonight, San Antonio, first time, like I couldn't ask for anything more. I'm ready to kill it.
How long are you guys gonna be on the Adelita's Way tour?
Well, this is our third tour with Adelita's Way now.
Or how long is this tour gonna last?
This specific tour, I think, goes till only the first week of March, so 2.5, 3 more weeks. But we just started, like I said, a few nights ago, so I think it's like 16 or 17 dates total.
Oh, snap.
But then we take a break for 6 weeks, go home, and then we're going to go back out with, this isn't announced yet, it's not that big of a deal, but it'll be Adelita's Way, Diamante, I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, us, and then someone else, I don't know who the opener will be. And then we're going to take another 2 months off, and then this summer, Adelita's again. With a couple of other bigger acts, and I'll be opening that tour. So, again, like... About, last year around May, I signed with an agent, Andrew Goodfriend, who's Adelita's Way agent, and he kind of introduced Rick and I, because Rick is an independent artist too, just like I am.
Yeah.
So the cool thing is, like, again, going back to I do the YouTube and Spotify thing, and Rick has really got the radio and the live stuff like down, so it's kind of cool to be working together where I can help him promote and do things on the internet and kind of get into that audience, and he kind of hooks me up by bringing me out to play in front of his audience. Exactly. So where I'm weak, which is the live touring, I don't have a big live fan base yet,
Yeah.
And again, when we can do all ages shows, I mean, there are parents that drive their kids 4 hours to come see us. So it's cool to see it built for real. You know what I'm saying? So again, just for them to put us in front of their audience to help us build, like, he doesn't have to be doing that. He could have done the one tour, but for us to be out for almost a year, like, I'm grateful, man.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, creating relationships and opportunities, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, believe me, at the end of the day, like, I am grateful to be here. That's for sure.
Yeah, dude. When I saw you guys perform that, well, whenever it was, I felt it, because I could go, let's say, a Guns N' Roses show.
Right.
Like, I kind of feel like it's more of, we're Guns N' Roses, so you're going to show up.
Right.
Like,
for sure.
I kind of feel like maybe the love is gone, or...
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, too, because, like, again, I can see being on that level where it's like, you feel like you're king shit in a way. It's like, look, 50,000 people are going to show up tonight, no matter what, blah, blah. Whereas, like, at this stage, it's more of, like, you gotta, like, people can see right through something that's not genuine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if I go on stage and just kind of like, it's like, dude, no one's gonna dig that shit. Even if it's a hard crowd, and some nights are hard crowds. El Paso last night, it was tough, man. I always ask, who's heard of Blacklite District? Some nights we have 80% of the people and they're singing the songs. Some nights, maybe 15 people have heard of it.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, and again, if it's just 15 people like last night that have heard of us, I just try that much harder, because it's like, okay, this is your first impression. Like, I'm going to give it my all, whether it's 5 people, 50, or 5,000. You have to.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, at the end of the day, they're going to leave saying, damn, like no one's gonna be like, oh, did you see there was only 50 people? No, people are gonna say, how did the band do, or how did the artist do? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I always take pride in making sure I give everything I have.
Yeah, man, that's amazing. And I'm excited to see you guys tonight.
Hell yeah, brother.
So that, unlike the last time, I could remember where it was.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing, and I think I maybe was still even drinking maybe a year or two ago as well, for sure. And again, man, I could have been drunk too. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's cool because I'm sure you've had this before. I mean, this business, particularly like this rock and metal and all this kind of scene, like it's a small world, isn't it? How many people know this guy and know this guy and all like our sound guy Josh, who does Adelita's Way sound. He was like, Ernie, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, how does everyone, like, but it's like everyone always seems to know somebody.
Yeah, and,
you know what I'm saying?
And see that's why I decided to just one day, like, okay, I'm going to interview this band. Yeah. But I'm not going to show up drunk and be like, hey, what's up, guy?
Right.
You know, I just have to clean up my image, and if I want to drink, I drink at home, you know?
Right, no, for sure, man. Yeah, that's the thing. And again, bro, like you coming in doing interviews, like that's just you on the grind too. Like getting out there, meeting people, knowing people, like developing relationships. You never know where anything could go. We could, again, what we were talking about me earlier, maybe we're playing in a bigger place. Maybe I'm coming to your studio someday doing an official show. You know what I'm saying? You just never know, man.
Yeah, and see, that brings in my next question. Like, do you guys ever plan to maybe do a little tour in the Rio Grande Valley?
Where is that? Like in
South Texas.
Okay.
The tip of Texas.
I mean, I would love to. I don't really know, like... So, again, like, we have an agent that they pretty much, like, we don't get a chance to ever say, hey, we want to go here and here.
Okay.
Like, with Adelita's, maybe they do. I don't know how deep it goes. Like,
it's been since 2012 or 13 that they've been
really?
to
so
South Texas.
So where would that be at down there? Like, give me an example.
Like Bronzeville,
okay.
After Corpus. Pretty much, yeah, after Corpus.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. I hope we do. Like, that's one of the reasons why Rick has pretty much invited me out all year, so that we can hit pretty much everywhere they go this year to say that he pretty much put me in front of the whole country, you know?
Yeah.
So I hope so. I know in March and April we're doing like the Midwest, and then we're doing another West Coast run down through like California. So I'm sure we'll be back in Texas, but I would love to get down there sometime. Again, hitting places I've never been before is very important in this state.
Shit. South Padre Island, there's a beach, and you guys could just go party after.
I love it, man, for real.
That'll be easier for me because I can just go and...
Dude, let's do it, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like, when we're out of here, you know, like, stay watching the dates, man. Hit me up if there's anything close. Like, even if it's an hour or two, man, like, I'll take care if you want to come down, man.
Like, I'm so excited because I'm getting you guys twice, today and tomorrow.
And you're coming tomorrow, too?
Yeah, I'm, super excited.
Oh, yeah, well, shit, it's only, like, 80 miles from here or so?
Yeah.
Dude, oh, my God. Like, okay, so we drove 1,200 miles from where we're from in South Dakota to get to Phoenix. So that was 20 hours. So we stayed the night somewhere. Played Phoenix, had to get up right away the next day, do 6.5 hours to get to El Paso and be there by 2 p.m.
Oh, no.
Like as a band, like we go and do like rock radio stations.
Yeah.
But yesterday I did my first pop station, like a top 40 station.
Oh, wow.
So that was interesting. I've never done one of those before. And then today, bro, fuck, man, 8 hours we drove from El Paso to get here by 4 o'clock. And it's just been brutal these first few days. So I'm happy, like tomorrow I'm sleeping the fuck in. And it's only 80 miles, and like I'm so happy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm probably more excited about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be my appetizer, I guess.
Right. Yep.
But
have you been to the place tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is that Come and Take It then?
That's Come Take It Live. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So is that a little bigger than this place, or are they the same, or is that smaller? This one's kind of hard to compare, I guess, because it's got all these venues, but.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not really too sure.
Gotcha.
I've only been there a few times, and I kind of, let the music kind of blind me.
Right. Again, like we were talking earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's important, like leaving it all on the stage.
Yeah, as a fan, like, I know we're just standing there, but I literally put my mind and my emotion into what you guys are playing and what you guys are saying in the music, Dude, that means a lot, man. Like, again, at the end of the day, that's all I can hope for is, like, even if at the end of a show, if only one person made a legit connection, but as long as they made a real connection, like, I'm happy. Like, again, one person at a time. If I can just, you know what I mean? Like, look, online I've done 250 million streams, 250 million streams. I've had
multiple charting songs, like blah blah. We can go on and on with that, you know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, as long as there's a real connection, like that's what means a lot to me. Of course, it's fun. I love music. I grew up loving music. I love all sorts of music, hardcore, Ozzy, Metallica. I mean, on and on. So again, just to be here, like I'm so happy. And if I can make any type of connection, like I have with my favorite artist, like I feel like I've made it. You know what I mean?
Same. I mean,
sure, man.
Adelita's Way is a big part of my life, and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Perfect example.
They saved my life, and you know, every day I'm thankful.
Bro, seriously, like that's what I mean. Like when I hear shit like that, for me, like that's the real shit right there. I'd rather play for 2 people that care that much about it than 20,000 people that don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. That's why I know you're legit, and like that's why I'm so glad when we talked a few months ago or whatever it was about doing this. Like I'm just glad because I know you're the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I try my best, and you know, I'm just a regular person. You know.
Sure, man. We all are, definitely.
Yeah, and I'll listen to your music, but what kind of the song that kind of spoke out to me was Me Against the World. Can you tell me a little bit more about that song and the mindset in while you were writing this song?
Definitely. So, like going back earlier to how I said, you know, well, maybe I didn't say it, but you know, I like to experiment with a lot of different sounds, right?
Yeah.
So again, I grew up loving hard rock and metal, but nowadays I love a lot of hip hop, pop. I mean, I like a lot of anything that's good music, you know. So nowadays I kind of try to, you know, the songwriting has evolved, and I'm always trying to put new styles and new sounds and kind of mix genres and styles a little bit. So Me Against the World started with this like heavy part of the track, and then the verses kind of came in as almost like a hip hop kind of EDM thing. And it was again just because, you know, so much rejection in this business, from radio or whatever it is. Like sometimes it feels like it's me against the world. Like,
oh yeah,
like no one's gonna have my back. Like no one's support. Like no one's gonna care about your passion as much as you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just say, okay, I got this manager now, or like a lot of bands, oh, I need a record deal. Like that ain't gonna do shit for you unless you got some buzz going. You know what I mean?
And nobody's gonna care until they actually see something happening.
Exactly. Well, that's why to me, like a label would only make sense nowadays if someone has some real buzz going by themselves. A label's kind of there to just pour fuel on the fire. You know what I'm saying? No one, like, someone can put up a billboard in Times Square of an unknown artist and it'd be this big ass thing, but you can't force somebody to like anything.
Yeah.
You can put it everywhere, and a label can have money to do this and that, but it's not going to force anyone to like it. Maybe it'll give you a little bit of awareness, you know, but at the end of the day, you got to be out there on the grind. But yeah, Me Against the World was just kind of that whole like, no one's going to do it as much as I am, and no one's going to fight for it as much as I am, and I'll take on the fucking world if I have to.
And see, that's why it spoke to me, because, you know, whether it be, I've always felt that way, you know, because...
For sure, man.
You know, with my disabilities and stuff, I always have to kind of, you know, fight a little bit extra for what what I want.
Yeah.
And
dude, that's what's important though, man. Like guys like you and me, like if we're willing to actually go that extra mile to actually make shit happen, there's literally nothing that can't be done.
Yeah.
Like no joke, bro. Like believe me, I grew up, so many people, oh, come on, like, you're not going to be a rock star. You know
yeah, exactly.
And, you know, and I had to hear that all the time. People say, no, grow up, get a job, blah, blah. And it's like, you know what, fuck you.
So some of my friends from high school are asking me, like, how do I meet all these guys?
Right,
like,
exactly.
What did I do how much did I, or, you know, how do I meet all these musicians? I'm just like, dude, well, you know, I went to the show, I showed up, and that person was sitting down at the bar, and I went up to them and I took a picture.
That's the first, dude. That's the first thing, because you put in the work. Whatever the work is, if it's you just showing up the first time, that's just a step further than someone else would have gone. Because you know too, bro. There's a lot of people out there, I bet right now, that wish they could be doing what you're doing, going and interviewing all these different acts.
Yeah.
Not everyone gets to. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, guys like me and you, man, it's like us against the world. We're gonna fucking kill them. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah,
kill
dude.
them with kindness.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Sold Out was an amazing song. Is there any more music being worked on?
Absolutely. So actually, I'm dropping a new song a week from yesterday. So this coming Friday, I don't know when this will air, but January 24th, I have a song called Over This dropping. I'm going to play it tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, for sure. And actually, funny, I mentioned this 2 minutes ago. Times Square, New York City. I got 5 massive billboards going up in Times Square. So
She was in New York
Oh, really?
last month.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it down there? Well, see, isn't it, like, so for me as an artist, like, I'm so stoked. Like, right in downtown Times Square, my picture, new single, like, it's a dream come true for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's happening. I'm dropping another song a month later, then another one about 8 weeks after that. And I'm just going to pretty much stay consistent, dropping a lot of singles this year, every 6 to 8 weeks versus a whole album at once.
Oh, okay.
Just because, you know, again, nowadays, like, the streaming kind of changed.
And people want singles now more than they want a full album.
Because, again, you think about it, you put out an album, and then you wait a year or so, and people, with the way people consume shit nowadays, like, people want new shit now.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
So if it's dropping a song, and then a month later another song, and then maybe it's 2 songs, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just better to keep it consistent than one body of work, because when you drop, like, an album, Spotify is going to promote one single for you.
Yeah.
So, and then when you go back to talk to their playlist people, whoever, they say, oh, this song's old because it's been out for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, how do you do a second single off the album nowadays if you can't? They want you to re-release it, and it's like, it's just a hassle. So it's like, sometimes some of the songs, like, get kind of neglected because they don't get their chance to be promoted because they're technically old, just because they've been released on the album, even though it's never been on the radio, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just kind of what I'm going to do right now, and just kind of keep the new content flowing and just building the grind. But it's going to be a big year. Like I said, I'm going to be out with Adelita's Way all year. Got a couple other. I just got my first hip hop festival offer, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Some huge hip hop artist. So again, man, at the end of the day, I'm a rocker.
Can you speak any more about that, or?
Well, I don't know if you're familiar with, like, today's kind of rap stuff, but there's an artist called DaBaby.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be at the island and spring break.
Boosie, Lil Baby, a lot of babies nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of Lils,
yeah. You know,
but again, man, for me, like, the goal is to always just, like, if I can go to a show where I'm gonna feel very out of place, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like that's when I do best, though. When it's like I'm the pressure is on. People are looking at me like, "Who the fuck is this dude?" Like,
and why the fuck is he wearing it? Is he holding a guitar?
Yeah, right. Exactly. I'll probably be the only white dude there performing. Not that that matters to me, but again, like, if I feel out of place, like, bro, like, that's just more pressure and more like inspiration, I guess, for me to do as good as I can.
Do you know when this is going on?
This will be in March in Louisiana somewhere. Yep.
Oh, Mardi Gras, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Right around there.
Nice.
Yep, for sure. So,
that's awesome.
Again, like, you know, New Year, like, just so many new things happening. Like, again, going back to Spotify, I'm on so many rap playlists, pop playlists, metal playlists, hard rock. Just it's just amazing to see so many different styles. And then now you see artists like Post Malone.
Oh yeah.
Like, he doesn't have guitars in the music. Some of them do, but he, to me, like, defines, like, the rock and roll lifestyle of today's generation. Like, that's a rock star.
Yeah.
He's got the record with Ozzy.
Yeah,
Dude, that track is killer.
It is.
I love it.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And he started playing guitar. I think he actually auditioned for, like, Escape the Fate or something like that.
I think he might actually make a rock album.
I think so.
In the near future.
Yeah. Well, dude, that Ozzy with the guitar. I mean, you've heard the track. Dude, like, with the guitar. I mean, again, for him to bring someone like Ozzy to a mainstream audience, I've been hearing that song the last few days on the road on all these big pop stations, Sirius XM Hits One. Like, bro, to see my legendary hero, I got a tattoo right here.
Oh, nice.
In a new generation in front of all these new fans, like, that's fucking awesome. You know?
Hell yeah, dude, that's amazing.
Hell yeah, man.
And I'm pretty excited for you for the Louisiana stuff, because, you know, you're gonna scare people.
Dude, I know, man. Yep, for sure. So,
who would you guys like to tour with?
Post Malone, for sure. I'd love to do that. I'd love to, like, you mentioned like a Guns N' Roses. Like, my dream, like, if I could be on, like, a stadium tour with, like, Metallica and Guns N' Roses, like, I'd love to do that. You know what I'm saying? And on the flip side, like, I'd love to do, like, a Post Malone tour. Just something that's major. You know what I'm saying? Like, arenas. I've never got to play an arena yet. So, like, I'd love to do, like, the legit, you know, like 15, 20,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully we talk 10 years from now and we're sitting in a place like that. But, again, I'm just going to stay on the grind and just look at what's right in front of me right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
It's going to be amazing, man.
Yeah.
10 years from now, we're going to...
Bro, let's set it up for real. Like, we'll stay in touch, man.
Hell yeah,
absolutely.
Man. I know you've been talking about your fans a little bit here and there. Do you have a message that you would like to tell them, or some advice, or, you know...
Absolutely.
A positive something, I don't...
For sure. I would say to like my fan base, like I appreciate you guys, like the support and passion and loyalty you show to this music is something that I've never seen before, really. For us to have our own movement, my fans know this, like my label is AK19, so all the fans use the hashtag AK19 for life and BLD for life, and again, like I always tell everyone, follow your dreams, because we only get to go through this life once, and you're going to regret it if you're sitting there when you're 60, 70 years old one day saying, damn it, I should have done this or I should have done that. So if your heart tells you to go for something, go for it, and I wouldn't take no for an answer.
Hell yeah, man. That's why I'm here.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah. And you were talking about your single Over This a little bit.
Yep.
Can you tell me more about it, or?
It's just I'm kind of looking at it like a kind of like a teaser track or a hype track, because under a month later I'm dropping another single, which is kind of going to be like a real single that we do a lot of promotion and radio stuff with. So Over This is kind of just like it's kind of like something to set the tone for the year, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
you know?
nice.
But again, going back to having promotion, like Times Square doing a billboard, 5 of them. What else is there? There's going to be a bunch of animated videos. We might have this premiered on World Star too, which is cool for me. So again, trying to get into different audiences, trying new things. Like I'm open for any opportunities. So it's a banger jam though. You'll hear it tonight for sure.
I can't wait.
Yeah, bro.
I'm excited. I'm gonna be
man.
front row.
I'm ready, bro. I'm like getting pumped right now. Like,
me too,
seriously.
dude. Like.
Yeah. And then Adelitas, they go up there and kill it, man. They're awesome guys.
This is gonna be my 12th or 11th or.
Really?
Yeah.
For them?
For them, yeah.
Oh,
I've been following them since 2009.
Oh wow! So like when they basically first came out, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna kill myself back in 2009, and WWE ended up getting the single Invincible for
the Superstar show.
Yeah. And then when I heard the song, I heard the clean version, but I went to listen to the dirty version.
Right.
And when he said, "Believe me, you've never met a motherfucker like me," I was like, "Holy fuck, you're right. They've never seen
power,
it,
man." And you know what? I appreciate you like saying that, because it takes courage and honesty to talk about that kind of shit, bro. But look, that is the power of music, man.
Yeah,
look
dude.
where you're sitting right now. Like, I'm sure you know the guys. Like, we'll see him later. You come back and hang out. Like, dude, like it'll be good, man.
Yeah, dude. And then when they, Notorious and What It Takes, it's kind of like,
dude. On the last tour, 2 times I got to go up and do Notorious with him.
Dude, you should do it tonight.
I mean, I don't like to like go up and be like, yo, Rick, can I please come up? But I might be suggested, but dude, again, like to get to go up there with a band. Dude, same for me, bro. Believe me, in 2009, I wasn't on the road. I didn't have any success yet or anything. I was just starting out. I knew Adelitas, where I used to jam that shit all the time.
Yeah,
so
same.
For me to be friends with them and play and then actually go up on stage and do songs like Notorious, like, fuck, man.
I used to tell people, like, I'm going to be friends with these guys one day. Yeah. And they were like, no, you're not.
Right,
and I told them I'm going to interview them too, and I've done that before, and I'm really good friends with them, and they're the inspiration.
Dude, that's real shit, man.
Hell yeah, man.
It goes to show what we can accomplish when we want to make things happen, man.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's me or you or whoever. Anyone really can do anything. Like, if you put in the work, like, you get what you deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, like, as far as, I know it's tough for some people, and some people, have a hard time and want to maybe end it or do something else. But it's like, man, you just never know if you hang on a little longer, because if you're at your worst, like, it can only get better from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only up from here. And again, with the passion and persistence you have, just like me, like, bro, we can conquer this shit, bro. We're still young, and there's still a lot left to do.
Yeah. And hey, any man with 2 hands has a fighting chance.
100%. They always say, there's this quote I love, and it's from The Rock, actually.
Oh, okay.
And he said, you always miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Like, you're always going to miss the opportunity if you don't do it. Or in simpler terms, the answer is always no if you never ask.
That's what my friend tells me that every time. Like, hey, I want to hang out with you.
Yep.
But I didn't ask. Like, well,
exactly.
If you don't ask, then the answer is no.
Absolutely. Yep. You mentioned WWE real quick.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan too, bro.
I'm
more of old school.
I'm AEW now all the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Full on?
Yeah.
Like, when you still watch WrestleMania, I think? And stuff like that. So, let me ask you this. What did you think of Brock Lesnar breaking The Undertaker's streak?
I didn't like it only because I wish that maybe a Daniel Bryan or somebody that was coming up
I never thought it would be like a part-time guy.
Yeah, I rather them have built up the let's say, Daniel Bryan just barely came in, have Daniel Bryan take him out, and then Daniel Bryan or Bray Wyatt.
Right.
I was a huge fan of Bray Wyatt. I wanted them to make Bray Wyatt the new Undertaker.
Because they did that match the year after. Remember?
Yeah.
Yep. And then, like one thing, like I hated it at the time. But then, their logic is that, well, who else is more like legitimate looking like than a Brock Lesnar to be able to beat the Undertaker?
Yeah.
You like
true.
how they're into that? Like, I get it that it's a work and things like that, but they want to give Brock, like, because he's a beast, obviously, the UFC background.
The problem is the fans are a lot smarter.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Like Seth Rollins beat Brock clean at this year's WrestleMania. I have friends that'll hit me up and be like, this is so fucking bullshit. Like, unrealistic. Dude, I'm not watching it.
It is.
Those kind of people.
And then, I don't have anything against that, but, when the deal that they made with Saudi, I'm kind of like, I'm done.
That was not good, especially when that shit happened, like, a few months back.
Yeah.
Just going there.
Terrorists and all.
Yeah, they killed that journalist or whatever.
Yeah, after that, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wait till October for AEW.
Yeah. And do you watch every week?
I don't, because I'm trying to, interview bands every week or...
What was I just going to ask? Oh, yeah, this is a random wrestling thing, but I heard that they're only going to use Taker for Saudi Arabia. He's done with WrestleMania.
What?
So he wasn't on WrestleMania last year, and the current plan as of today said there's no plans for him to be on WrestleMania
They're
this
still
year.
going to be going to Saudi Arabia even after what's
Yeah,
going?
they're going on the 27th of February. And they said Taker's only going to be there for the Saudi Arabia shows from now on.
# boycott WWE.
Oh, yeah, man. This has been a good chat, though, bro.
It is. And, it'd be cool if you guys freaking did a theme song for WWE or AEW.
You know what's funny you mentioned that is that I just, I followed someone and they followed me back, and he's actually the AEW music guy. His name is Ruckus.
Oh, really?
And so I've been meaning to DM him.
Do it, man.
That's a good reminder. I might do that.
He even fucking tour with Fozzy, dude. That'd be fucking...
I did one show with Fozzy at a festival.
Really?
I had to get a picture just because it's Jericho.
Yeah, definitely.
But dude, I'd love to, man. For real. That'd be awesome one day. That's like goals of mine, you know what I'm saying?
I want to interview Chris Jericho one day.
Yeah.
It's a dream.
Dude, it'd be awesome, man.
Yeah. We're almost done.
No,
so
you're good.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite questions only because it can go anywhere.
Okay.
And I ask it every interview, even though my best friend kind of like, why are you still asking that question? But I say it because, it's a different answer every time, and it can go a lot of places.
For sure.
But if you were stuck in an elevator with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you talk about?
That's a great question. Let me see here. I mean, I could just say Ozzy or something like that, but let me just think for a second. If I was in an elevator and I literally was stuck with anyone music-wise, you know what? So, I think my answer would be Randy Rhoads.
Oh, nice.
So that was Ozzy's original guitar player.
Yeah.
He died in a plane crash. Because Randy Rhoads, like, Ozzy was the one who got me into music, just period, singing, writing music. But I also got really into guitar and play a lot of guitar still. Because of Randy Rhoads and just the style, like the classical training he had and how he brought that and made it like metal in a way. But there'd just be a lot of technical things I'd ask about songwriting and just different things. So I would say Randy Rhoads for sure.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, for sure, man.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
And where can we find you guys? And is there any merch available that we fans can get online or at the shows?
Yep, there's always merch at the shows when you come see us. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's just at Blacklite District, Twitter, official BLD. Teespring.com/store/Blacklite District is for all the merch. Long link, but we'll fix it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just on Instagram, Twitter, obviously, the best way to support for free is to just stream the music and share it online and give us a follow and share the music, basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to me, it does. I wish I could give everyone free merch because I don't care about the money. I want everyone to just be wearing it and representing. But like I said, there's free ways to support, sharing, liking, and spreading the word is the best way to do that. So.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, brother.
Thank you so much for this interview.
You, man. Anytime, bro.
Hey, Thank you all for listening to my conversation with Kyle from Blacklite District. I'm Ernie Crazy Eyes from Music and Beyond and Primitive Minds. And remember, everybody, that without music, life would be a mistake.